If you have spent any time researching Southwest Florida real estate, you have definitely heard of Babcock Ranch. Today, I want to give you an honest take on what it's really like to live there and whether it is the right fit for you. I'm Jessica Gatewood, a locally born and raised real estate expert here in Southwest Florida. You can think of me as your friend with boots on the ground here. So first, a quick orientation in case you're not familiar. Babcock Ranch sits on the border of Port Charlotte County and Lee County. It's America's first solar-powered town. It's actually powered by 870-acre FPL solar panel farm. That has over 700,000 panels. The whole community is built around sustainability, and right now, mid-2026, it has about 15,000 homes and residents. The full build-out is slated to be about 19,500. So let's start with the pros, because there are some genuinely impressive ones, and likely the reason a lot of people make the move. For one is storm resilience. This might be the single most compelling argument for living in Babcock Ranch. When Hurricane Ian came through in 2022 and devastated Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel, parts of Pine Island, and a vast majority of Lee County, Babcock Ranch had essentially no damage and never lost power. The solar grid kept running. The smart pond system, which remotely lowers water levels so the lakes can act as a giant sponge, worked exactly as it was designed to do. So for buyers who are nervous about the hurricane risk in Florida, Babcock Ranch should be on your radar. Number two, the lifestyle and the amenities are genuinely impressive. Honestly, I take advantage of them being open to the public quite often. There's over 50 miles of trails connecting the neighborhoods, parks, and the preserves. There's a town center called Founder Square where the residents actually gather. There's food truck Fridays, and they have live music sometimes. Residents hop on their golf cart and go up there and grab a bite to eat. The kids play. There's a splash pad there, a big green space. Kids run around, parents have a drink. It's a whole vibe, honestly. There's one Publix anchored shopping plaza currently with another one that's in pre-construction right now. They've also recently got a Marshall's and a Home Good, Five Below, lots of great dining options, a wonderful Mexican restaurant, Five Guys, Panera. They are making it so you don't have to leave. There's a Lee Health, convenient care there also, a rehab center, like physical therapy rehab center. It is quite the community. And they have neighborhoods within Babcock Ranch, like Tucker's Cove, that is a resort in itself. There's a lazy river, resort style pools. This is a place designed for you to live, work, and play, not just sleep. Number three is the school. Babcock is a A-rated school that goes from kindergarten through high school. It's a STEM and sustainability focused school, so the curriculum is a bit different than a typical public school system. There's also a pre-K program. Homeschooling is a major focus out there within the community. FGCU just received almost $22 million in state funding to build an institute on sustainability and resiliency right in Charlotte County. Let's talk about the cons. Number one is the price. Babcock Ranch is not an entry-level community. The average sale price is about $450,000, with the range going from about $200,000 up to $3 million. This is all dependent on the neighborhood you're in. Babcock Ranch is another master plan community, so there are several communities within Babcock Ranch, and they all have different HOA rules and regulations. They all have different HOA fees on top of the Babcock as a whole master plan community fee. So these are all things that you need to keep in mind. Plus, there are CDD fees, which are built into your taxes, which help pay for the amenities. The takeaway here is that we need to budget for the full picture, not just the price of the home, but all of the add-ons that come along with it. Okay, the number two con is going to be the proximity of Babcock Ranch to the coast. If you are coming to Southwest Florida for the beaches, you need to realize that Babcock Ranch is going to be all of an hour drive to a beach. Now, if you have a boat that you want to keep in storage or can fit in your garage, you can get river access probably within 30 minutes, but that's going to be river east of the locks, freshwater. You can also put in west of the locks and head out to the beach, but that's like an hour or more on the boat out to the Gulf. So that's something to keep in mind. Number three is it's still developing. Babcock Ranch is a 19,500 home master plan community with only about 15,000 of those homes built. They are currently in the next phase of building the Midtown section. There's another Publix in the pre-construction phase right now, and then the rest of the homes. So if you don't want to live in a construction area, this is something that you need to take into consideration. Another factor is that the counties in the state are currently in a road widening project for State Road 31 or Babcock Ranch Road, taking that from a 2-lane road to a 4-lane road. And that's in phase 1 right now, which phase 1 is scheduled to be wrapped up mid-2027. Being on a 2-lane road, traffic can be a bear depending on if you're having to commute into town during working hours or school hours. That's something that you need to keep in mind. A great way to gauge that stuff is to go visit on a weekday at 8 a.m. so you can see the traffic coming in and out, and then go visit on a weekend, see how everything's operating in there. It's really important, no matter where you're buying, to do some visits like that and check out how it's really going to be to live there. Fourth, Babcock Ranch has a rule in their HOA documents that 75% of your vegetation, your lawn, has to be from native plants. And then it also has to be like the area between the sidewalk and the road is to be not grass, stuff that drains easily. And they're going through and changing it all now. But last rainy season, they had pine straw in that area. And the rain was coming down so quickly that it was washing all the pine straw out and then clogging up all the drains. So then there was some standing water issues. So that was a big complaint. But the HOA did rectify that already. Another thing to keep in mind is that when you sell your home in Babcock, there is a 0.25% fee that you pay to the HOA, community enhancement fee. So who is Babcock Ranch for? I feel it's a great fit for families. If you're looking to have the all-in-one community, there's great schools there, tons of outdoor amenities, and the great community feeling. It's great also for remote workers. They do have underground gigabit fiber internet. So if you're a remote worker, you don't have to worry about internet issues. And then there's just the great lifestyle that Babcock Ranch offers. Like I mentioned, all of the different parks, the downtown Founders Square area where they do events regularly. You don't have to leave the community to get the action, yes, you would call it. It's excellent for anyone who is nervous about hurricane risk and wants the peace of mind. And then it's also great for the people who care about sustainability and want their home and lifestyle to reflect their core values. If that sounds like you, Babcock Ranch might be the perfect fit for you. One thing I didn't touch on here is that there are many communities within Babcock Ranch, and I have created a quick free guide with an overview of those communities. You can download that in the link in the description below. And then again, as always, if you have any questions or just want to talk through your plan of action for moving here, or maybe, if you want to take a tour of Babcock Ranch or any other communities in Southwest Florida, I would love to be that person that helps you navigate this process. So if you want to take a tour of Babcock Ranch or just simply talk through how it compares to other communities in this area, reach out to me. The best way to do that is to schedule a call with me on my Calendly link below. That ensures that you have my undivided attention. But of course, you can call or text, email me anytime, whatever your best way of communication is. I would love to be of service to you. I'll catch you in the next one.